students. In this video we're going to go over the different parts of a keyboard, and we're looking at GCF Learn Free and the tutorial called Basic Parts of Computer, and this was called an interactive activity, and these little pluses are pop-ups. So let's take a look at this keyboard. So almost all keyboards are the same. You can change to different languages. If you have that kind of question, you can Google how do I change my keyboard to a different language, and you can change the key structure. And so here's the plus sign here. I'm going to click that. This is called the escape key. If your computer kind of gets locked up, hit your escape key and it will get rid of any menus on that are appearing. I'll close it. Up here we have what are called function keys, function 1 to 12. On a desktop computer you can just click those. If you're using a laptop, sometimes there's a FN key down here called function keys, so you might have to hold down your function key and then click on one of these. And every keyboard, every laptop has a different setup for their function keys. So again, you could Google how does my Lenovo laptop function keys work, how do my HP function keys work on my laptop. Google something like that and it will give you instructions. Over here we have the print screen, scroll lock, pause break. The scroll lock and pause break are usually for programmers. The one that we will be using is called print screen, and it takes a picture of your screen and then you can insert that picture into a document or wherever you want, or save it, and we'll get into that in one of our lessons. Okay, over here we have what is called the numeric keypad. Let me go up. This will, trust me, it says numeric keypad here, and we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you can use that. And this is usually on a desktop and on a laptop. Depending on the size of your laptop, you may or may not have a numeric keypad. Sometimes on a numeric keypad you have cursor movement keys too. On here, those cursor movement keys are the cursor is like moving the mouse around and moving in your document. We have what is called home and end, and those keys are sometimes, like the home key might be over here and the end key might be on the 9, so that you can use the number keypad as these home and end buttons. Home means you go way up to the top of the document. End means you go way down to the end of the document. Page up, maybe top to the screen, bottom of the screen, or top of your page or down on your page. It just depends. So home and end, page up, page down. Then we have arrow keys. Arrow up, arrow down, arrow left, arrow right. Okay, so these are all kind of navigation, or you have a numeric keypad to enter data. Here we have the insert and the delete key. Insert and delete. And insert, you don't have to press your insert key very often. There's automatically insert, so like if I came up into some text like right here and I started typing, I clicked right here and started typing, everything would move over automatically. You don't have to do anything with insert. Insert will type over the top. So if I am right here on the word learn and I click insert, when I start typing, the LEARN will be wiped out and new letters will be typed in. So this is called type over sometimes, and it types over your letters. So if that happens, if you're typing in, you start destroying destroying letters instead of inserting the letters, click insert again. Okay, we have insert, and then we have delete. And we also have a delete key here, but sometimes this one is called the backspace key. And the difference between backspace and delete is, if we were to put our insertion point right here, Yes, right. Let me click right here. By the word parts, if I click backspace, I would start deleting this way. And if I was right here and I click delete, I would start deleting this way. So a lot of people don't know that their backspace key goes this way. And what a lot of people do is they go to the letter D and then they start deleting. But just depending on where you're at, you can either go this way or delete this way. Okay, so delete and backspace. The next very important key is called the return key or enter key, and it executes commands. It makes things go, and so it will be referred to sometimes as enter, sometimes as return. And it's a bigger size key because you use it all the time. All these keys in here are letter keys, alphanumeric keys, and as I said before, you can change your keyboard to be a different language. There's ways of doing that so that the layout, so you have like accented letters and that type of thing. And it's fairly easy actually to have it your keyboard set up so that you can switch from one language to another. And then the last keys that we're going to talk about over here are the Control, Alt, and Shift keys. Here's Shift, Control, and Alt, and they didn't put in the Windows key. If you have a Mac key, you have a different setup on your keyboard, and it might say something like Control or Command or an apple. There'll be a little apple icon on it. But the Shift key will make capital letters. So if you want a capital A, normally if you just type these letters, you're going to get small letters. And if you have a Shift A, you're going to get the capital letter. Control and Alt, they work with other keys, like if you did Control P, hold down your Control key and type the letter P. It's called a shortcut. That'll get you to a print menu. And then the last one is Caps Lock. If you wanted to put all your letters in capital letters, you hit Caps Lock. But you do not write emails or write anything in all caps lock. Okay, so that's our keyboard. And in GCF Learn Free, there is a typing tutorial if you want to check out that. If you want to learn how to put your fingers on F and J and do touch typing, here's your tutorial to learn how to do that. So thank you, everyone.